Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hi guys. Hello. Hello everybody. Welcome to the class 2 of our advanced Mandala course or the Mandala Feast 2.0. That is the second version of our Mandala course. And we already had class 1 previous week where we created a three-dimensional mandala that is nothing but a 3D mandala. And I'm really happy with the response you people have given me. And in terms of the submissions that I've received, trust me that those were super amazing. I was really happy going through the submissions, and I'm taking a moment to appreciate all of you guys who attended the previous class and also made your submissions, because all of you all have done an amazing job and it's time to just appreciate yourself. So do not wait for anybody else to appreciate your achievements. It's time that if you're happy with your achievements, you should be appreciating yourself as well. You should be rewarding yourself as well. So that was a very nice response, and I'm really happy. And also, since the previous submissions were really amazing, it was a challenge for me to make this class to an even better experience for all of y'all. So I'm really happy to share the class 2 of this course. And in this class, we are going to create something really amazing. And this is something also that I'm super excited about, because we are going to do two different things. That is, of course, one would be our mandala, and second, a landscape art. So this class is going to be really exciting for the fact that we are going to fuse the landscape art with the mandala, and we are going to create one single artwork. Yes, so this in itself is an exciting, this sounds as exciting as it looks, trust me. And also the fact that creating it would be really amazing if you guys pay careful attention to all the steps. Okay, so since this class is going to include a lot many steps, I would request all of you all to be a little attentive during this class, because whenever I am repeating the process, make sure that you're watching it carefully so that you don't miss on to something. Because if you miss on to something, it would be a little problematic for you. So make sure that you're attentive, you're carefully listening to me, and Just do two of these things. Trust me, it is going to be a fun experience for you all. So, uh, I see good number of people joining in. For anybody who's new here, welcome to the class 2 of the course. My name is Niharika and I'm going to conduct this whole course of Advanced Mandala, which comprises of 4 classes. We are done with class 1. This is the second class. We have 2 more classes to go. But no worries if you're joined in late. It's totally fine. Make sure that from this class onwards, you make your submissions. And for everybody who has made the submissions previously, made the submissions for the previous class as well, a quick reminder, please make your submissions for this class as well and also for the upcoming classes so that you don't miss on to the chance of receiving a certificate by the end of this course. Okay, so I see good number of people already joining in. I've already spoken too much and I want all of you to give me a final thumbs up if you guys are ready with your art materials. Give me a thumbs up if you're going to make your submissions after this class ends, and make sure that you are carefully listening to me when I am conducting these classes, and when I'm repeating it, make sure that you're also following those in case you miss onto it. Okay, so quickly giving you 15 seconds, quickly give me a thumbs up, give me a bright smile. I want to see smiling faces on my screen because we are going to start this class with a bright, beautiful smile. Okay, so thumbs ups in the chat section that you guys are ready with your art materials. I want thumbs up that you guys are going to make your submissions on time for this class. And I want a bright, beautiful smile. Yes, come on, quickly. Giving you these 3 tasks to be done in 10 seconds from now. Give me a thumbs up in the chat section. Give me a bright smile. Come on, 10 seconds. 5 to go. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, awesome. Great amount of response. Too many thumbs ups, and I see all my bright, shining, smiling faces. So I'm going to quickly share on the screen and I'll take you through the art materials first and then we'll begin the process. Okay, do not worry about the art materials. You know how much in detail I discussed those. So do not worry about any of those. Okay? Awesome. So I've shared the screen. I hope you're able to see the screen as well. Okay. And let us begin by discussing the art materials first. Okay. Awesome. So let us begin. All right. So number 1, I have A5 size of white drawing paper. This is a white drawing sheet in A5 size. If you have an A4 size, you can cut it into half, use 1/2, that is nothing but the A5 size. If you have a size which is smaller than A5 size, it's totally fine. Just make sure that you're creating the mandalas and the landscape in a little tiny version so that it fits onto your page. In case you're not having white sheet of paper, you can use any other colored sheet of paper that is available at your place. And in case you're not having any of these, I'm sure you must be having a notebook available at your place. So go grab a sheet from the notebook and you can still continue using that sheet in this class. And once you have a white sheet available with you, you can make a fair one. Okay, so I don't want any of you all to miss this class just on the basis that you don't have a particular art material. Okay, so it's fine if you don't have 1 or 2 of these art materials because I'm going to give too many substitutes for these as much as possible, of course. So for the first material, that is a white sheet of paper, I've already given you 2 substitutes that I want you all to either use any other colored sheet or you can use a sheet from your notebook as well. Okay, so do not worry if you don't have the exact art materials, it's totally fine. Okay, so that's the first material. Second, I have a pencil over here. That's a regular drawing pencil. Make sure that it is sharpened well. So this is for creating the rough sketch. Number 3, we are using the rounder over here or the compass. What I'm going to do later on is attach or screw this pencil with the compass later on, because first we need the pencil loose to create the rough sketch, and then for drawing the circles, we make use of the compass. So make sure that you're not attaching the pencil first. Make sure that you have a loose pencil and then attach it to your compass. Okay. Awesome. Next, what we need over here is number 4. These are some black sketch pens that I have. I have these black sketch pen. You can either use a black ball pen, you can use a black gel pen, or if you're not having a black pen, you can use any other colored sketch pen available at your place. So giving you two of these options, either a ball pen, gel pen, or a sketch pen which is having a black ink. In case not having a black ink, you can use any other colored sketch pen available. Okay. And finally, we need some crayons. Number 5, we need some crayons. So we precisely need only 3 shades of these crayons. That's blue, yellow, and orange. You can use more shades if you want, but I just thought to keep it at the minimum side, and that's the reason I'm giving you 3 of these shades. In case you're not having blue, the same shade of the blue, you can use any other shade. If you're not having yellow, you can use red. If you're not having orange, you can just simply skip that color. Okay. And just for your knowledge, I'm using these wax crayons over here. You can either use plastic crayons, you can use color pencils, you can use oil pastels, and even for the matter that you can also use paints if you're comfortable. But make sure that if you're using paints, you also have a water container, the paint brushes, and the rough cloth along with you, so that you don't end up messing around for finding that art material later on. Okay. But for me, I'm going to use these crayons. You can also use these crayons, or you can use any other medium. Just the fact that you need something to color with. Okay, so you either use crayons, you either use paints, or you can also use sketch pens if you're comfortable. Okay, so do not worry if you don't have the crayons, you can use any of these substitutes that I've given. Okay, awesome. That is all that we need in today's class. I've given you a good number of substitutes as well, and I don't want any of you all to miss out to the class if you don't have an art material. Okay, so I now think that it's time to get started with the class. So just for the first time, I want all of you all to observe on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to keep this aside. Let's begin with the rough sketch first. So we're going to draw a little on the lower side of the sheet. Okay. So start from the bottom side of the sheet and carefully observe what am I creating. So I first kind of create a wave pattern, and then I'm drawing a curve almost like an alphabet C. Then I again continue with the same wave, and again the alphabet C, again the wave and the alphabet C, and I continue. Okay, so what does this look like to you up till now? Tell me in the comment section, what do you think this is? Tell me in the comment section, what do you think this is? What are we creating first in this process? Tell me in the chat section quickly. Come on, what is this looking like to you? Yes, come on. Yes, I got some correct answers. Prerna giving the right answer. Pratik giving the right answer. Samiksha is also giving the right answer. Yes, these are waves. We are first going to create these ocean waves. So let us quickly have a recap, and this time all of you all can draw along with me. Okay. So begin by drawing on the lower side of the sheet. Okay, and for everybody who's using a smaller sheet than A5 size, make sure that you're also drawing tiny illustrations. Okay, so let's begin with the first step. We create a wavy line first. Everybody is going to create a wavy line. Make sure that you're on the lower or the bottom side of the sheet and not on the middle or the upper section. Okay, so first the wavy line, and then with the point edge of the wavy line, I'm going to draw an alphabet C. Okay, that's the wavy line, and then we draw a C. Okay, so it has a pointed edge. Now we are going to follow the exact process and create the wave. Okay, so do not worry, I'm repeating it for you all. We again begin from here. We draw a wave line, and then from the end we draw a alphabet C, following the same again and drawing the alphabet C and continuing at the end. Okay, So I hope you have followed this process up till now. Do not worry if you haven't, because we are going to add another layer of waves just above it. So in case you haven't followed it already, I'm going to repeat it for the next layer of wave. So make sure that you're carefully observing it, okay? So we are done with the first layer, okay? Now just above it, we are going to again create this. We start with the C this time. Let's make it alternate this time. So we started with C first, and then we are creating the wave. Then again drawing the C, the alphabet C I'm talking about. Then again the wavy line, again the alphabet C, and the wavy line. Okay. So I'm going to repeat this right from the beginning of the second layer of the waves. In case you haven't followed it, or in case you have not drawn along with me, let's begin with the second layer of the waves. Okay, just about the previous layer. So we start with a curve, we draw a wave line, and then draw an alphabet C, and again a wave line, then an alphabet C, and again a wave line. Okay, so we are just kind of creating an illusion of ocean waves over here. And once you're done with two of these, your task is half done. It's now time to move on to the next process. Okay, so this time you need to attach your pencil to the compass. So make sure that you're attaching your compass well. Okay, make sure that the screw is tight and the pencil isn't moving. Okay, then we are just going to extend the compass and make sure that you're roughly at the central line of the sheet, but on one of the wavy line. So if you spot here, I'm placing the point exactly on the wave line, but I'm trying to locate it roughly at the center. Okay, so we place it somewhere at the center, but on the wave line. Okay, extend it a little bit and draw a circle. So I'm drawing a circle. We are not going to draw the complete circle, but we are going to just draw a circle till the time that it reaches the waves. Okay, so we're not going to overdraw on the waves, but just till the lines of the waves, not beyond that. Okay, not beyond that, just above it. Okay, so we are done with first circle. I'm going to take you a little back. Let's begin from here. I want all of you all to draw the first circle along with me. Okay, so extend the compass a little bit and then create a circle, but do not overdraw on the waves. So it is kind of a semicircle only. Then extend it again and draw a semicircle again. So make sure that the distance between these two circles is roughly like the way you see over here, the area where the cursor is moving. Make sure that you have at least this amount of distance over here. Okay, so we're done with two circles already. Let's move to the next part. Let's add more circles now. You already know this concept. A circle inside a circle is called as a, come on, quickly in the chat section, giving you 5 seconds. A circle inside a circle is called as a, I gave you the name of the concept in the previous class. What is a circle inside a circle called as? Let's see who can recollect this and who gives the correct answer first. 5 seconds. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.5, 0. Okay, so I think nobody could recollect it really. Yes, it is a concentric circle. Okay, so do not forget this. A circle inside a circle is called as a concentric circle. Okay, we're done with two circles. We're done with two concentric circles. Let's move ahead. Make sure that you place the point at the same place where you had kept it while drawing the previous two circles. Okay, and then we're going to just make a smaller circle this time, just like the center of our mandala. The center of the mandala, extend it a little bit and draw another circle. Okay, so we are already done with 4 circles. Taking you a little back over here, this was the central part of the mandala, and then I extend the compass, then draw another, yes, circle. Now just dragging it a little bit, extending it a little bit, and drawing 2 more circles. Okay, just so that we can fill patterns into it. And just in case you want to add more of circles, you can just go beyond in this gap and add another circle. Okay, so we have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 circles. Make sure that you have at least 7 circles. It's fine if you have more than those, but make sure that at least 7 circles are there. But anybody who's using a smaller size of sheet, it's totally fine if you have less number of circles. Okay, but make sure that you have at least some amount of circles, some amount of concentric circles, so that you can draw patterns in between it. Okay, awesome. So then it's time to just take the black sketch pen. It's time for our patterns, and we're just going to fill on the patterns in the gap between the circle and the circular rings. So let's begin. I think you all have already mastered the technique in the class 1 itself. So this class is going to be pretty easy for you in terms of drawing patterns. So let's begin. Okay. So just quickly giving you the number of circles over here. I have 8 of these. Okay. Then I'm going to outline. Let's begin by outlining the first circle, the smallest circle. Okay. And then let's go ahead. Let's give an outline to the second circle, just the next one of the center. Okay. Make sure you are giving a clean outline. And then we begin by giving these patterns, these simple flower petals, the round petals that we learned in the previous class. I'm going to use the same to fill onto this area, and also keep rotating the sheet if you're comfortable, and try achieving that symmetry. Okay, try achieving that symmetry, try making the shapes as equal as possible. Okay, so for the fillers, I'm gonna just add these vertical lines over here. Do not worry, I'm going to quickly repeat it, recap it, especially for you. Okay, so let's begin from here. So I started by giving an outline to the second circle over here, and then in the next gap of circles, I'm going to begin by adding these inverted inverted alphabet U, which also look like flower petals, and we're going to follow the series in the entire gap of circle. Okay, so do not rush the process, do not hurry. It's fine even if you do not complete by the end of this class. You can also complete after this class ends. Okay. And for the fillers, fillers are nothing but just the thing that we're filling inside this primary shape, the outline that we have drawn of the petal shape. We have a little bit of gap inside it. We're just going to fill it to make it look a little detailed. So I'm going to draw these straight vertical lines inside it. Okay, so make sure that you're also drawing these vertical lines inside to give it a detailed look. Okay, we're just done with this. Let's move ahead. Let's give an outline to the outer circle this time. So the next circle, we are leaving it blank. The further circle, we are going to outline it now. Okay, so just the circle above the flower petal, and then we are going to draw these lines. Simple lines in this section. We're not going to do any fancy things over here, just these lines. But trust me, these simple things are going to look the most elegant later on. Okay, so be as neat as possible and do not rush the process. Just draw these straight lines, straight vertical lines in the entire ring of circle. Okay, so this was pretty easy. All I've done is given an outline to the next circle, and just in the gap, I'm drawing these vertical lines. Okay, so I hope all of you all are also enjoying this process and having a relaxing time with the mandalas. So just next to the central part, the center of the mandala, first circle, I'm creating these tiny circles over here. Okay, so just around it, I'm drawing these circles. I felt that the gap was huge, so I just went ahead and I'm giving these tiny circles. Okay, Awesome. So I hope all of you all have followed it up till here, and all of you all are enjoying it up till here. Okay, so I need quick thumbs up in the chat section if you have followed it all up till here. Yes, quickly give me a thumbs up so that I get an indication that yes, ma'am, let's move to the next step now, and let's move a step ahead to the finished product of this class. Okay, so come on, quickly thumbs ups in the chat section that you guys are done up till now. Give me a thumbs up if you're done. Quickly, giving you 15 seconds now. I need thumbs ups in the chat section that you guys are done up till now and you're exactly with me over here. Okay, so thumbs ups in the chat section quickly. Let me know if you're done up till now so that I get an indication that we are all ready to get started with the next step. Okay, awesome. So I've given the final layer already and I've also got good number of thumbs up, so I think it's good to go ahead now. So let's move ahead. We leave the next ring of circle and move ahead. We skip that next ring. We'll just give an outline to the next circle, and now just above this outline we are going to again give an outline to the circle around it, the circle beyond it. Okay, awesome. Already done this. Now I'm going to go ahead and add these flower petals again. So we are not focusing too much on patterns this time because I've already given you good grip and good understanding of patterns in the previous class. So if you don't want to add these flower petals over here, you can also use those leaf shape, the pointed petal that we learned in the previous class, or you can draw circles, or you can draw simple lines. You all are free to add patterns of your choice. I'm just going to keep it simple this time by adding these flower petals. Okay, so let's begin from here, giving you a quick repeat. Make sure that you're carefully observing it in case you have missed it. Okay, so once done, we are just going to outline the next circle and the circle beyond it so that we have outlined the next two circles and the gap between the two is already highlighted. And now in this gap of circle, we are going to create the same flower petal shape. And as I said, if you don't want to draw these flower petals, you can draw the pointed petals, the leaf shape, or the circles, or the lines, or any pattern of your choice. Okay, so you're free to make the patterns of your choice over here. You can also make spirals if you want. That was also something that we learned in the previous class. But I'm going to continue with the flower petals only. The inverted U, that is the flower petal. Okay, and for the fillers, I'm going to draw these circles inside it. So I'm drawing these circles inside as fillers. So I'm going to fill this flower petal with these circles. Okay, so if you don't have enough gap in between the flower petals over here, you can just skip this process. Do not make it clumsy. Do not make it untidy. You can just simply skip this process of giving the fillers. Okay, so we are already done. Let's go ahead and add an outline to the last circle over here. If you still have circles beyond this, you can just go ahead, outline them and add the patterns of your choice. But make sure that you have certain amount of gaps just like I have over here. So we have to fill some colors into it, and that's the reason I've left some gap over here. So make sure that you are also leaving some amount of gap in between these circles and not filling it entirely with the patterns. Okay, so if you spot over here, I've left the center blank and then this area is also blank. Let's move ahead. This area is also blank, and finally the outer area is also blank. Okay, so we need not fill patterns in all the rings of circle. Make sure that you're leaving few areas blank. Okay, so we are just done with the top portion, the mandala. Now let's quickly outline the waves as well. I'm going to be a little quick here because it is pretty self-explanatory and something I think you can carry out easily along with me. So I'm just outlining the waves for you. Okay, just the ocean waves, quickly outline those. Let's outline these ocean waves. Just to add a little bit of highlight, what I'm going to do is add some discontinued dotted lines at some area. Okay, so look at these. These are some discontinued dotted lines that I'm drawing. Similarly, on the second layer as well. So very simple dotted discontinued lines. Okay, awesome. So once we are done with this, it's time to just jump onto our colors, add colors to this piece and make it bright, vibrant and beautiful like never before. Okay, so if you know or if you're already aware that I've already kept three shades here. I'm keeping only blue, yellow and orange to keep it at a minimum level. But if you want to add more colors, more of shading, you can just go ahead and add those. I'm going to keep this pretty simple by adding yellow at the center of the mandala. As I said, we're not going to fill the entire mandala with patterns because we are going to also add colors between it. So for the center, I'm choosing this yellow wax crayon. As I said in the beginning of the class, you can use wax crayons, plastic crayons, color pencils, oil pastels, any of your choice. Okay. And for the next gap, I'm going ahead with orange wax crayon. I'm being very, very neat over here and I'm not trying to touch the patterns while I'm coloring. Okay, so just between the gap of the circles is what I'm trying to fill with the wax crayon. Okay, awesome. So once done, let's move ahead to the last circle now. I'm going to again switch to the yellow wax crayon itself. And I'm going to fill it nicely with the yellow shade over here. I think this is something that I would not be repeating because pretty self-explanatory that you guys can fill colors of your own choices. If you want this to be exactly the same as mine, you can just mark the colors if you feel that I'm going very quick. So you can just mark the colors timely that which area should have what color, what shade of color. Okay, so done with the last one over here, done with the yellow as well. In case you want to add this layer of color as well, you can just completely fill it with color, but make sure that you're not going into the patterns. Okay, be very careful. So I'm just done with the mandala over here, and what I'm trying to depict over here is just the sun behind the ocean waves. Okay, so that's the reason I've given a shade of yellow and orange to that area. And now for the ocean waves, I'm going to choose for a simple light blue shade. If you want to give some shading, you can use dark blue and light blue combination. But for me, I'll prefer keeping it a little simple. So I'm going to fill it entirely with light blue. Okay, so entirely with the light blue crayon only. This is going to be really fun to add colors to the sketch and make it vibrant and bright, but this also looks very calming to me. So what do you think about it up till now? What would you like to call this as? Yes, quickly let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also let me know what color are you using for the waves. Are you shading it or you're using light blue only just as me? Quickly let me know what are you doing. Okay, few of y'all are also showing me your artworks now. Awesome. Priyanka showing me your artwork. That is beautiful. Aman is showing his artwork. That is beautiful as well. Aditya, you're doing a fantastic job, dear. Amazing. Okay. So a lot of you are already showing me your artwork. So make sure that if you want me to see your artwork, you're making your submissions because I personally evaluate all of those. So make sure that if you want me to see your submissions, to see your artwork, to make your submissions so that I would be able to see them personally. Okay. So here I'm just filling it completely with the light blue. Make sure that you're not leaving any white spaces. So I'm pretty much done with the artwork over here. I'm keeping the background clean. If you want, you can also add a background, but I like it the way it is right now. And here is what we created in this class. It was a fusion of a landscape art and a mandala. What we have done here is just kind of depict the sun in the form of a mandala. What we have just done is create a sun which is rising behind the ocean waves, and that is what we created in this class. And this is what I was talking about when I said that this class is going to be really exciting. So I hope all of you enjoy this class, enjoy this fusion of a landscape art and a mandala. And I'll come up with a really exciting class in the next week of this course. So make sure that you don't miss onto it, and also do not miss onto making your submissions. Okay. So it was really fun to have you all today. It was really fun creating this landscape mandala with you. I'll see you in the next class. Till then, please take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Keep enjoying all the hobby classes on Uolo. I'll see you super soon. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session, and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm